The South Carolina Lady Gamecocks beat the Yukon Huskies 62-48 in the final seconds. Geno Auriemma approached Don Staley for a post-game handshake and then angrily got in her face before Don started firing back. The two were separated, but Don kept shouting towards the bench before walking away. Geno walked off to the tunnel alone. In his post-game news conference, Geno said he was frustrated because he waited 3 minutes for a pre-game handshake with Don. He also said he did not regret the comments he made to Holly Rowe during the broadcast about the lack of fouls against South Carolina. It said Don rants and raves at the officials and called referees some names you don't want to hear. Clearly, someone got through to Geno because this morning he issued a statement saying there are no excuses for how I handled the end of the game versus South Carolina. It's unlike what I do and what our standard is here at Connecticut. I want to apologize to the staff and the team at South Carolina. It was uncalled for how I reacted. The story should have been how well South Carolina played, and I don't want my actions to distract from that. I have a great relationship with their staff, and I sincerely want to apologize to them. Geno Auriemma. Well, I'm glad you apologized because we about to tear your ass up, Geno. But anyway, Ocho, Joe.
We still going to tear his ass up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, he was dead wrong.
Yeah, dead wrong. Hey, Uncle Joe, listen, as a coach, especially a winning coach like Geno, you have to be able, you should understand, and you got to learn how to win with grace and lose with grace. When you beat Miss Staley last time, you was all smiles, all smiles, happy hugs, ready to, whatever it may be. And the fact that you say some things to Holly Rowe and saying that in the game that Don Staley probably influenced the rest because y'all guys didn't get the calls necessary. Yeah. Listen, South Carolina, they didn't just beat y'all. They dominated in every aspect of the game.
Yeah.
They played great defense.
Yeah.
It just did.
Yeah.
That wasn't getting beat. That was getting your ass whipped.
Yeah.
That's all it was. I mean, listen, your team got embarrassed. You got to be able to lose with grace as well. Okay, you didn't get the 3-minute handshake or you waited 3 minutes before, pregame and you didn't. What is that? That had so you still
she did shake his hand.
Yeah.
She shook his hand.
In pregame? Well, why did he say that?
Before the game, she shook his hand, man.
Oh, so he's upset that he had to wait 3 minutes? Is that why did he even bring that up?
He's upset. He was the favorite. They blew South Carolina out last year. Yeah. They were favorite. They got 2 All-American, first team All-American.
Yeah.
They might have the player of the year in Sarah Strong.
Sarah, she nice.
But South Carolina beat them.
Yeah.
And so this is I thought I was going to win. I was supposed to win, and I got beat.
Yeah.
That's what this was about.
Yeah.
This was a sore loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody no damn handshake.
Yeah. Undefeated season. He was salty, bro. He was salty. And how about not just apologizing to the coaching staff, give a personal apology to Don Staley. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, bro, for you to get in her face like that and talk stuff to her after the game, man, just congratulate her and move on. I understand, in the heat of the battle, we get a little pissed off. Like I said, he was on the brink to having an undefeated season, Uncle Ocho.
Yeah.
And like Uncle said, he was a heavy favorite, but man, them girls from South Carolina,
they just outplayed him. They rose to the occasion.
They outplayed him. They dogged him. And he couldn't take it. Couldn't take it.
No, don't say South Carolina. You didn't do this to South Carolina. You was in Don Staley's face.
That's what I'm talking about.
Apologize. Say, you know what? I want to apologize to the staff, and I want to personally apologize to Don Staley.
Hello.
Now you told a lie because you said you had a great relationship with the staff. You don't. You said before they asked you after the game, do you have a relationship? You said no.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So were you lying then or are you lying now?
Right. Hey.
And you know what? Whoever wrote that apology to Uncle Joe for him?
ChatGPT. Allegedly.
That too. And he know if you're going to apologize to someone.
Allegedly.
Yeah, if you're going to apologize to someone, you apologize to the person you had the altercation with.
That's
you
what I'm saying.
You didn't have an altercation with the staff.
That's what I'm saying.
You didn't have an altercation with the entire entity of South Carolina.
Yeah.
That apology been directed straight to Don Staley and nobody else.
Yeah, and the fact that he was dead wrong, talking about, my player got a ripped jersey. Hell, she ripped her own damn jersey.
She ripped her own jersey.
Yeah, she ripped
I've
her
been
own
coaching
jersey.
40 years, and I've never had a player rip jersey. Well, I guess you never had a player get that upset then, because she ripped that on her own damn jersey.
Like, just dead wrong. Just, you dead wrong like that, bro. Just apologize. Make a personal apology to Dunn. That's what I felt like it should have been. But I just felt like he was dead wrong, bro. Dead wrong.
Don said, I'll beat Geno ass. I will beat Geno ass.
Oh, you read her lips? You read her lips
I
too?
ain't gonna read no lip. You gonna hear the audio. That's what she said.
Okay.
Hey, Don from Philly, Uncle Ocho, she ain't playing.
North Philly.
Yeah, she about to get to it.
Yeah. and that's anytime.
What if there was a song about young man, big dream, and the style of?
You have to. It has to be personal.
Yes.
Because what you did was personal.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to apologize to your institution because the way you behaved and put them in a negative light? You can say that. I want to apologize to my university also. But you did this to Don. Mm-hmm. You didn't do this to the entire staff. You did this to one individual. Now, whatever the case may be, I don't know where it goes back from, but he had a very contentious relationship with Pat Summitt, the University of Tennessee.
Yeah.
It was very contentious. I know had the lovely opportunity of meeting Pat in New York at the Sky Club at LaGuardia. Had a great time. I said, Miss Summitt, how you? She said, call me Pat, so forth and so on. But Geno, you was wrong. And your apology, I appreciate it, but it needs to have a personal touch to it. It needs to say, I apologize to the person that I spoke out of turn to, that I approached, that I probably said something that I shouldn't say. I don't know what he said, but the way you behaved is that you took a lot of the steam out of the sail of South Carolina, because what we should be talking about, that South Carolina did what many didn't think they could do.
Right.
Beat an undefeated team, a reigning champion, with 2 All-Americans, and they did it on the defensive end.
Yeah.
There had some ladies that rose to the occasion offensively, but this was a defense. You look at what Sarah Strong shot, you look at what AZ Fudd shot, and that'll tell you everything that you need to know. But for you to not have a personal touch and say, I'd like to apologize first and foremost to Dawn Staley.
Yeah.
She's a hell of a coach. She's revived. Hey, look here. The Gamecocks, when you think about the Gamecocks, you think about their women's basketball team. You don't think about the football team, and they've had a baseball team, had good baseball team, good track program with Sarge Fry. But when you think of South Carolina Gamecocks, you think of Dawn Staley and the Lady Gamecocks.
Absolutely.
And so for you not to talk about the staff, you said you do not have a personal relationship with Dawn Staley. And I'm not saying that you have to.
Yeah.
That's fine. But your behavior would suggest that you need to have personally apologized to her.
Yeah.
I appreciate you apologizing to the University of South Carolina and their staff, but they got to have a little more personal touch to it. That's what apology. Because apology, in order for you an individual, because what you did was to an individual, you need to personally apologize to said individual.
Absolutely.
Hey,
go ahead, Ocho. What you want to say?
Honestly, and excuse my language, man, fuck that apology. Because most of the time, it takes for somebody to get angry, for them to show their true colors and how they really feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's all it is.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the fact that he didn't apologize directly to her, it lets you know how he really feel.
Right.
When you winning, all is good.
Ocho?
When you
winning,
winning,
last year when he was on the sideline, the clock's running down, he got his hands all up there.
Hey, smiling.
Yeah. Newcomb back where we supposed to be.
Yeah.
Hey, that fake ass apology, man, that wasn't no apology, man.
He didn't even write it. But check this out. Can y'all imagine what Dawn Staley was like in the locker room after the game? Like, way to kick that mother. You know what I mean?
Of course.
You know she was going off like that.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's what I would have been like. I'm like, man.
Wait a minute, Joe and hold on. You think it's bad because Geno did this? Imagine if the motherfucking roles was flipped.
Boy.
Yeah.
Man, it would have been World War III.
Yeah. They'd have been talking big stuff about Dawn.
Man, listen.
You got to be just as gracious in victory as you are in defeat. Now think about it. Think about Geno. Geno's been coaching 20, 40 years. He's been to 25 Final Fours. He's won 12 championships. So somebody has been on the losing end 12 times. Geno is 12-1 in national championship games.
Damn.
South Carolina beat him a couple of years ago. He's 12-1. So 12 times somebody had to walk across the floor across the court, the aisle, and shake his hand after getting their ass tore up.
Yeah.
You look at the women that he's coached, from Taurasi and Lobo and Maya Moore and Charles and Breonna Stewart, and the list goes on and on. He's winning 3 out of 4. Breonna Stewart didn't lose a national championship game. So for 4 straight years, this man, he up there keying in people's face.
Yeah.
Now, the one time you're supposed to win and you didn't, you behave like this. Remember, you're as gracious in victory as you are in defeat. Nobody likes to lose. Everybody talk about, man, I'm a sore. I hate when people say, well, I hate to lose. If you at that, once you get to a certain level, everybody hates to lose.
Yes, sir.
You put all that damn time in. All these girls done put all this time in and been away from their families and doing all this stuff. Nobody wants to lose.
No.
But it's a part of it.
Yep.
But when they lose, they don't act like a jackass. Man, that kills me. I hate when guys, I'm a so. Yeah. It bothers me, anybody. Because I know there are some guys that, hey, when they winning, they running around and act like they're on the damn hoverboard.
Yeah.
But when they lose, Ocho, they can't be found. Well, you know, I didn't want it. No. But they couldn't get you to shut up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I just didn't expect that from Geno, bro. I just felt like he was a classy individual, and I thought that, you know, he would be much better than that. Like, blaming Dawn on how she talked to the ref. Man, come on, man. We in between
like
the lines.
He ain't never said something out of line to the ref.
Come on, man.
But that ain't your job. That's the ref. You ain't no ref. You a coach. And stop dry snitching.
Yeah, and the way he said it, the way he explained it, is as if Dawn screaming or saying whatever she's saying to the referees is influencing the ref's call in the game.
Right.
Then he follows it up with the fouls.
Yeah.
What are we? Geno, what are we talking about, baby? You got whooped. You lost.
Yes.
You don't lose often, but tonight you lost.
Yeah.
What about that, Ocho? The man that won, he won like 112 something games. He won like 3 straight years and never lost a game.
Man,
ain't nobody did what he did to him what Don Staley.
Yeah.
What he did to Don. They didn't do that to him.
Nah.
Don took that ass whipping. I think they beat the Carolina last year. They beat them I think they beat him in South Carolina, beat him by about 30 or 40, and they beat him by another 20, 30 last year in the championship game.
Yeah, Dawn got some dogs over there, Uncle Ocho.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, she got some.
And Chloe Kitts, one of their best rebounding girls, she hurt.
Yeah. She got
But McKeer and Lasson, and Raven Johnson, all those, them girls came to play.
Yeah.
They came to play.
They knew what was
They
at
came to play last night, and I just hope they can finish it off.
Yeah.
It's going to be anticlimactic if they take down Goliath and they don't take care of UCLA.
Cause UCLA, they got a big girl down there who ain't playing.
Laura Betts.
Yeah, she nice.
Hey,
but Carolina gonna play some defense now. They don't do nothing else. They gonna play defense. They gonna hang their hats on defense.
But
because that's what Dawn was. Dawn was she could put the ball in the basket, but Dawn was a hound.
Yeah, and she got some girls who can go off the bounce though. Who I'm talking about get to that chicken, Uncle Ocho.
Yeah,
like you it's different when you got girls who out there moving like dudes. You see what I'm saying? Who handling that rock like a dude. Like that's when you like, hold on, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, for real. That's why I be looking. I'm like, hold on, that girl got that thing on a string, don't she?
So, but Carolina did it. The Lady Gamecocks has an opportunity to win their 3rd national championship in 4 years. For what she's done to that program? Wow,
man.
Basically, that's what you got. That's what you got to do. Because for the most part, when you get a program, you build it up. Look at Geno. Geno was there for 40 plus. It's been at UConn for 40 years. Pat was there for 35, 40 years. Tar Vanderveer at Stanford, 35, 40 years. You look at these ladies and Kim Mulkey. When she was at Baylor, she built that program up.
Yeah.
So basically, you got to build a program. You just got to build it.
You got to be a great players coach to where these kids that's coming to your school, they got to really truly believe that you got their back. And I feel like with Dawn, you know, she in TikTok, she in Instagram Reels. You know what I mean? That's relatable to these kids because that's all they want to do. You know what I mean? They want to have fun, do stuff like that at the same time. If you giving me everything that I'm asking for on the court, 100% on offense and defense, man, I do all the TikToks y'all want to do.
What did she do? She let her team pick out a bag, a Louis Vuitton bag. I think she let Jackson State and them get sneakers.
Yeah.
I think she's just I've never met Dawn, but she just strikes me as an all around good player, a good person.
Yeah.
She wants to, hey, look, she's a hard worker. You can tell she's a hard worker.
Yeah.
But she demands the way she demands a certain level of respect.
Yeah.
And the women gravitate towards that. They know, hey, once a coach establishes what he expects or she expects, and they don't waver.
There you go. Yeah, she shout out to Dawn, man. She came and hollered at us when I was playing in the Big Three. This when I was playing with the triplets, and Lisa Leslie was our head coach. You know, her and Lisa Leslie played together, USA. You know, they dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she came in there and talked to us, bro. Like, you know, just gave us a little pep talk before the game, and I thought that was cool. So I got much love and respect for her. I like how she handled herself, you know, after that game the other day, because I'm going to tell you, I would have been the same way. Hell, I wouldn't have been surprised she jumped on Geno ass. I was like, boy, look.
She's like, I can't whip him. Hey, I can't whip him in front of all these folks. But hold on. Wasn't Dawn under Geno at the U.S. team?
Yeah.
They coached in the Olympics in 20.
She
21.
played, I think she played for him, too. She played for him and coached with him.
She was on that 04 Olympics team.
He was the coach? Because I know I think Pat